It's a safe place. And on that, let's just get away from me. Let's just say we started the Triggerman podcast episode 10. Whatever it's about, I have fucking no idea. So welcome everybody on the camera if you're looking, or Instagram's over there. Wave to Instagram Live. What up? They probably can't hear us anymore.
Bendy.
But my first guest of 2018 in my new house. Is this moving on its own? What the fuck?
I think it was moving. It's okay.
Holy shit.
Just let it do its thing.
It's haunted.
So I got Andre and Aaron.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, fuck the camera. Talk to me. Who gives a shit about those?
How's it going, man?
Is your mouth in your chest? What are you doing over here?
Hello.
There you go. That's much better because I can hear you in my ears.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi. To anyone that doesn't know, I know they might even be looking, they just might be listening. So, and when you guys came in, you're like, what the fuck are we going to talk about? Even though we rambled on for 15 minutes about home decor and fridges and bullshit on Craigslist.
And now people suck.
Yeah, well, that was just me. Don't worry about it.
You know how friendships never last?
The friendships don't last. Actually, it's
Except
a sign.
ours.
It's
Our
a
friendship lasts.
It won't last. Trust me. In a few years, I'll hate you. You'll hate me. So don't worry about it. But it is a scientific fact that friendship period lasts up to 7 years, and if it lasts past 7 years, it should last the rest of your life. Guarantee you.
Damn, I have like 5 of those.
We got 4 more years, man.
I know, we're almost there.
Then it's fucking downhill.
Legally, we can say we're married too.
Or just get married.
After 7 years, we get the benefits.
Do we?
We can be friends with
Tax,
benefits.
We do live together. Wouldn't we be common law married?
That's what I'm saying.
All
After
right.
7 years.
Cool.
So this is the first gay couple I've had on the Triggerman podcast.
Man. Oh man.
Actually, the way because I was trying to think how I didn't know you were coming. That's fine. You're totally fine. I knew Andre was coming obviously because I invited him, and he is the guy that helped me launch and get all the shit ready for the Triggerman. Not the Triggerman podcast. A Trigger Within. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
So if you got CDs or posters or badges or whatever the fuck, or like blah blah blah, he did it with his company, Thrive Artist Agency. God damn it, every time.
Potatoes, tomatoes,
Yeah,
whatever.
potatoes, rocks, whatever. They're all the fucking same. So yeah, this is Andre from Thrive Artist Agency. Why is that so hard for me to say? Thrive Artist Agency.
Can you say a soldier's shoulder 3 times fast?
Shut up. This is my podcast. Yeah, so thanks for all of that. Obviously, you did a great job. You
Did it. And just before he throws all the credit my way, Jimmy is the one that pioneered everything. All I did was help make it happen. So he was the one that did arranged all the album artwork, the t-shirt designs, like all that shit. He went on Warped Tour all summer and promoted it. Met a bunch of you guys.
10,000 flyers.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that. That was all
10,000.
him. So
He stayed
There's
in.
a stack of flyers at the office.
Just more.
no,
They're sent out now, right?
you know I have his CDs. I have a bunch of your CDs.
I haven't even got one of those yet. So.
I don't even have them with me.
That's fine. I'll get them next time. But I was trying to think how I first met you was you did shows in, was it Barsin or Borders? Borders. I like Borders. Fuck Barsin. If you go to Barsin, you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry.
I just went to Barcelona last week.
You're an idiot. And you're an idiot. Yeah. Okay. But when you put on your shows there, it was like, because I've done shows all over the country and played in a bunch of bands and all that shit. Like, and you like, this is the promoter. It's usually some fucking jackaloon with like, oh, dude, I fucking love metal, man. I was like, all right, well, that's Andre. He put on the show and I was like, probably going to be a bunch of bullshit, but let's do it anyway. Did it and was like, oh, this is fucking brilliant. It came with a crowd. So, yeah, and we did a bunch of them then. Like, so, and I was like, all right, never mind. And then anytime I gave you anything to do, you actually came through with it, which was shocking. Maybe it's just because you're young and enthusiastic, but you'll lose all that goal stuff like soon. Like, you'll be like, fuck everybody. You'll be like me.
Oh, man.
But it was good. It was good times. Like, the shows were great as well. Like,
Yeah, it was a trip. I saw Jimmy when he was playing at Borders. We were like
in front of all those
like
people.
3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah, it was good. But what got you into now that I can get to know you a little bit? What got you into do you do it as well?
Yeah, I was with Andre when
There's
he started
actually-
it. I kind of.
No audiences. Go away.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to say.
Go away.
Hi.
Go away.
Hi, Karen.
Where's the cat?
I don't know.
You don't know? Somewhere.
It's not-
Sorry for interrupting, I just wanted
Not the
to-
Steve and Ashley show. They have their own
You guys are
podcast.
so cute. Okay, bye.
Thank
The
you.
fuck out of here. You do it as well?
We started it, or he started it first, and then I joined up with him for a little bit, and then I kind of stepped away for a little bit. He went into the EDM scene, and then
He's being humble. Aaron's helped out every time I've needed help, every time, every day.
just
all
not
the
with
time.
the EDM.
Yeah. So
I
pretty
would've
much,
figured.
I started doing shows when I was 15 because my band sucked. I had a really shitty band.
I did that.
And the trend at the time back in like Corona was a lot of venues did pay to play. So they would charge they would ask bands to sell tickets and hold them liable for those tickets financially through contracts. So if you didn't sell your tickets, it's pay to play. Does that make sense? You pay out of pocket.
I did that once, and it was in Dublin in Ireland when I was younger, but they accidentally gave me double batches of tickets. So I went outside the venue and I sold them for half price. Fuck that promoter.
Yeah, no. Okay, so the first thing is I come from a bunch of bands.
Yeah.
So I know that if you go out to a lot of shows, you make friends, you go to house shows, you support other bands, it's easy to sell tickets. You just have to put in the footwork, right? But these promoters, none of them were ever in bands. And they just, they figured if they just rented the place and they, charged 3 times the amount for rent and that was their profit, and then they would just give us tickets. And if we didn't sell them, they'd be dicks to us, right?
Yeah.
But then if you did good, they would never treat you better. They would never hook you up with anything.
Yeah.
So I grew up in a very unique era where there's this place called Showcase Theater. Showcase Theater, in my mind, is the last real venue in Southern California that ever existed because the people that ran it there cared about the culture and the community more than the money. So what I mean by that is that pretty much like if you perform there 3 times and you drew over 25 people, they give you a residency. So pretty much what that meant is after that, they would just call you and be like, hey, do you want to play with like Suicide Silence? Do you want to play with the Acacia Strain? Do you want to play with like all these bands that were in my iPod at the time? And so I grew up working with people like that.
Are you a deathcore kid then, or
A deck?
a deathcore?
Deathcore.
Thanks,
Deathcore,
man.
I grew up liking deathcore and hardcore. Like some of the bands that highly influenced me where it does today. Suicide Silence, Whitechapel, Acacia Strain, Emir, stuff like that. So yeah, it was really cool because when I was growing up, moving down here, I was like, wow, these people are great. Like they treat everyone well. The promoter would even like talk to you on the side, give you advice. He would give you free drinks. He'd give you free tickets. He would give you, hold on. I'm going to throw this out there. This guy named Joe at Showcase Theater used to give you free entry to every show up until your show to promote.
Sweet.
And he would give you flyers. And like, we're talking like, dude, if you booked like a month out in advance, there was probably like 4 or 5 bands in my iPod that were coming through there.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is that these guys would stand up to booking agents and would refuse to pay high amounts so that the bands didn't have to struggle to make up the difference, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So what sucked is around like 2006, 2007, the city shut it down. And then the only venues that were left were like Chain Reaction and a lot of these smaller venues that really didn't have a system. So long story short of it is that all these other promoters that I worked with did so much pay to play that they never cut you a break. They never paid you. They never hooked you up with shows. They wouldn't give you free entry to their other shows. They wouldn't even give you flyers. So I started taking my band, which sucked.
Put that out there.
That was the name of the band.
And a bunch of other bands.
which sucked.
And a bunch of other bands that kind of sucked. And we just started throwing backyard shows. And like it started off super simple. A bunch of us just met up and talked about how, the music scene kind of crumbled after Showcase, and young kids in high schools started volunteering their homes. Yeah. And it was just really crazy because we were 16, 17 years old talking to a parent being like, hey, I know it's weird and it's metal and it's deathcore and it's hardcore, but like I swear we'll be really nice and we'll be done by 10. And
is
like,
it in a residential area?
Yeah, we did them in Pomona and
that
in
legal?
Corona. No.
Okay.
It's not. So what was really interesting is that what we would do to plan out these house shows is we'd book out like a month in advance. We'd get 5 bands, and we just did it by what bands drew the best. So the bands that drew least started first, and then the ones that drew the most at the very end. And we staggered it so as the night went on, the crowd would swell, right? And our promotion was simple, just flyers, word of mouth, text, that kind of stuff. Yeah. And we did that for years. And it was just really hilarious because as these other promoters at the venues were like, hey, do you guys want to play, sell 40 tickets? And then, like the typical bullshit, which is after every band plays, they all leave.
Yeah.
Our house shows were cracking. Like we're talking like they would swell to the numbers of like 100 to 200 like kids. Wow. And we were only charging $3 to $5, and that all got split up amongst all the bands. So like the system worked really well. So that's kind of how this all came together, is that right around the time I was graduating, I was like, I looked at how the venues treated bands, I looked at their marketing, their promotion, and I was like, I want to go to school for this. And then around that same time, I started my clothing line, Mortis Eventi, to sell t-shirts, to rent out bigger venues like the Glass House, and not have the bands do tickets. So we did a bunch of stuff with the Glass House, which is like a phenomenal venue out here.
Yeah.
It sucks that they don't really
It's in Pomona, right?
Yeah, they don't really cater to like local bands, but we were all coming together to raise the money and then rent the places out and throw big ass shows. But yeah, we had a night. The biggest night we had was like 564 people that paid $10 for 5 locals.
Holy shit!
Like we're talking locals. And then the next day, Tyga played right when Rack City Chick was massive. He only sold 386. So for us in like the community, we were like, yes, that's a fucking huge win.
I don't know who that is, but fuck that person.
And then the Glass House raised the rent, and we didn't do shows there again. But yeah, so that's how the whole thing started. And then personally, as my side passion, I like booking shows. I like helping out bands, and I like staggering out those shows in that traditional fashion. Plus, also just going to shows. So by hosting shows, I get to go to them for free. I work with friends. I meet friends. And it's funny how life kind of works. Because when you and I were booking those shows, I thought your band was really good and it was very unique. And then I never imagined that A, you would leave that band, and B, you would start a new one completely independent and run just completely on your own. And I was like, fuck yeah, I want to go that way.
Yeah. Well, that was it. My philosophy is because I needed to start. I said it in the other podcast I was doing. Like, not that anyone listens to these fucking podcasts. I don't care. I do it for my own fun. I give a fuck. Fuck all you people and you people. Thanks for buying my shit. But it happened with like me and Ashley were sitting in like a TGI Fridays or something, and she's like, because I was like, I don't know what to do now. That band's done. This band's done. I just like have a hard time working with not super goal oriented people or people that just want to do things their way. Totally fine. But I want to do things my way.
Of course.
Because my way is right and everyone else's is wrong, as does everyone think.
It's the Irish way to do it.
It's the Irish way. But yeah, so she was like, just do it yourself. And then I got Matt involved, my keyboard player guy and producer, and I was like, fuck, now I need to do it. And then it kept getting it kept getting more and more. I was like, oh, I'm actually doing it and getting shit going. Like, I'm doing it all by myself with my friend. Like, holy shit, I need shirts. I need the blah, blah, blah. And then I can't even remember how it came to be that I contacted you, or maybe you just contacted me. I can't remember. But whatever way it worked out, you offered a list of services, I will say. No hand jobs. That was there as well, actually, yeah. But
I think it was when we hit up that we went to that food cultural festival thing.
That was over a year and a half ago.
Do you remember? And then I think you were lightly talking about it, and I might have mentioned that I was like, hey, I have like a t-shirt press and I have this and that and photos and stuff.
Yeah. No, it just worked out, and it was like my main thing was, as long as you're not an asshole and you don't do me dirty or whatever like that, I'll stay loyal to anybody. I don't care. So it's been a year now, I guess. Like, so, and as I said, like, you've pulled through and everything. And when I first went over to your place, just to like, again, I don't mind bigging up anyone that I actually think is a good person. So you're a good person. Like, you're a good person too. Don't get me wrong. Yes. And my cat's more important than anybody. So, but whatever. Yeah. So don't get ahead of yourself. But anyway, you're a good person. So I'll talk about you. Hi, Steve. I love you. Steve's the cat. But yeah, when I went over and you did your spiel and you did your whole, like, this is what we can do, this is what we can do. I was like, that awesome, good talk, but I want this. You give me the option to pick out from what I wanted. And you do offer that to any band and every band as well. Like, so that's why I wanted to do this, which as well, like, because there's young people that watch this, there's older people that do watch it or follow me online, and I'm like, oh, you have to be rich to do, like, dude, I ain't fucking rich. Testify. You know, I ain't fucking rich here. Like, so give me a fucking break. I work normal jobs like anyone else. I meet the right people that help me create the right product. Like, so, and you were one of the people that helped me create the right product at a good price, and it can be for anybody, whether it's the kid watching there or the old guy walking down the street that's been in a metal band since 1982. I need some t-shirts, bro. Trash metal rules. Like, no, it doesn't. It sucks. But like, you legitimately have been trying to help like tons and tons of bands in the last year, and I've watched it, and it's really fucking cool. Like, so, and you take this weird, I don't know how to say this without sounding whatever. You take this weird sense of pride as well, watching the other bands growing, and you talk about, like, yeah, dude, we totally got this fucking tour. I'm like, you did? What happened? Or
I know exactly what binge you're talking about.
Yeah.
You said that. Yeah.
No, it's cool. Like, it's just like, all right, you need people on your team that take pride in that as well. Like, so it's just Like I have the guy that again Matt I write with. He's like, yeah, like he would never steer me wrong musically. Like I have Ashley for motivation, Steve the cat for fucking meow, whatever, cuddles. I don't know, or just
For love.
Yeah, love. There you go. And like I have like a guy like you that helps me out with all the background stuff. And like even honestly, I thought like we did the GoFundMe. The GoFundMe wasn't that much work because it worked really well with the people that were helping and sharing. It just was kind of out. I don't regard playing on my phone or sitting at a computer work. That's not work. Even though I did it for hours and hours and hours and hours, it was a relative success to some extent. Like so, and then getting everything ready and coming down to you going, right, we're going to try to do this. And then you basically, I went down for like 20 minutes one day and you're like, all right, write out my list and leave. I was like, oh, okay. And then like a week later, you send me all the pictures and videos of all the packaging. Like you did it all. So I was like, I don't even feel guilty because you told me I'll just do it all. Just have it all ready for me. I was like, all right, fuck. Like that's a service that's like invaluable to
Convenience.
Convenience is key. Like, so it's fucking awesome.
That's like the one thing that I kind of, well, let me backtrack a little bit with your project. So the cool thing is that with Thrive, we are somewhat selective with who we do work with, just because, you know, I've been in a bunch of bands. I've been in a total of 7. Aaron's even been in one with me. And
What'd you play?
Guitar or bass.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I understand the dynamic of a project. So like for instance, before I take on a client, like I'll sit there and be like, do the vocalist and the guitarist get along? Do the band members have a nice dynamic? Do they bicker? Do they bitch? Do they fight? Do they have aggression towards each other? There's so many factors that go into being in a band that most people, unless they're in a band, don't get it. You know, like for instance, like a common example that people can relate to is that when you're in a band and you kick out a band member, it's like losing a girlfriend, right? And it's kind of like this weird intimate thing. And then when you get a new band member, it like changes your whole sound and it could change the whole dynamic of the group. So when you approached me and you were like, hey, I'm doing this completely on my own, I was like, fuck yes, because we can move super quick on it. And he's like, I already have tracks. I was like, I have everything else. Like, let's go. Let's go. And then like with no hesitation, which is also really cool, is you started moving as quickly as I did. Which from all my other clients, I want to say we've moved the fastest because everyone else has multiple band members that have to
ask permission
or talk about stuff, or there's drama or
band vote,
or like, you know, like even right now I'm not going to throw names out there, but I have a band that like won't finalize their song. And I'm just like, can we film the music video already? And they're just like, they keep changing it. So I'm just like, So your project was really cool because I was like, well, this is the first time that we can kind of just like flex together, you know, like you have your stuff, I have my stuff, combine it and see what we can do. And then when you were like, I'm gonna go on Warped Tour and do all this other stuff, I was like, holy shit, this is gonna be fucking cool to see. Well, one, to see how we went from just doing stuff ourselves to you going on an entire tour for a whole summer, promoting and meeting people and all this other stuff. And then when you came back, I was able to see all the interactions, you know, like I was able to go on to Instagram and see people that tagged you and all these photos that you took and all this other stuff. Exactly. Yeah. And so like what's really sad is that there's a lot of bands and a lot of, you know, like I know a few bands that follow the tour and help out Kevin Lyman doing like the catering stuff at the end of the day. And these guys don't go out with flyers. They don't go out with promotion materials. They don't have like a real plan really. Yeah. And your plan was just very straightforward, simple, and it worked. So as soon as you came back and we did the GoFundMe, which was a little hurdle on our end, just because we had issues with filming. But once we got it launched, I was totally shocked at how not only how well it did, but just the amount of interactions. And, you know, even when you turned in that whole sheet, like how many people were from the UK and out of the country. I was just like,
Finland.
There was like 30% of all your supporters were from out of the country. And I was like, what the fuck?
I'm foreign as fuck.
Yeah, I know. But none from Ireland.
What? Was there not?
No.
Fuck you. God damn it.
You better call your family and be like, hey, guys.
Thanks, Mom.
You're making me look bad.
Fuck.
But you got some from places that I didn't even know existed. I had to go on Google and be like, where the fuck is this place? And it was really cool. So now, again, with all these little factors combined, it's like it's exciting because I know that right now we just completed what I would consider like the first phase, which is putting stuff out there, just testing the market, seeing how things are going. And now you have phase 2. Yeah,
and working on it is the next thing. Like, so going back to what you said about like having bands and like kind of I still believe in like technically I have a full band. Like there's a full band there. It's just the way I see it is like when you're a teenager, you don't get to like, hey, I'm 16. I'm starting a band. Hey, Johnny, Mickey, and Mary, you're all in my band. Okay, we all want to say in what way? Nah, fuck you. You're out. You're fired immediately. Get out of here. I'm not 16. I'm way older than that, and I've learned that like if you give people a role and that's their role, and all you have to do is concentrate on that role, it does fucking work. Like my example is, I run it. I completely have all the working parts to a trigger within the band. Like I work it all. None of it works without me. End of story. That's it. But I can't write the music without Matt because I love working with him. So, but he has his role. Like so, he's my partner, and I can't do the things without you. But you would never. It's not for you to say. Like I would never. Hey Andrew, what do you think of the song?
I wouldn't
like,
give you an opinion.
I wouldn't dare ask. Like, but just like even when I was working with it and doing all the stuff with you, I would tell Matt what I'm doing with it, but he'd always be like, "Yeah, go for it. Like you do it." Like, cause he's like, "That's my role. That's your role." And even the guys that I asked, these really cool musicians I asked to be in the band, they're all like, "Cool. Well, I'll learn the guitar parts. I'll learn the drum parts. I'll learn a bit. All right, cool. Fucking everyone's happy with that. What else do we do? Nothing." That's your role. Fucking learn your role. Do it. Like, so find people that are like wanting to do the role. Like, so, and it's like, it doesn't work without like anyone fucking, or like if what am I trying to say? If everybody wants more and more and more and more, I want more of this. No. It's never going to work. Like, so fascism, communism, not such a bad idea. Just in small groups. Like, so in small groups of 5-10 people, it does help to have someone that's in charge of everything, and you can be like, hey, what do we need? Nothing. You're doing a great job. Just do your job. It's cool. Like, I would never expect an email. Hey, dude, just verse 2 of your song. It changed the lyrics. I'm like, hey, Andrew, guess what? You fuck off.
Yeah,
fuck out here.
That's
fucking do the shit I want you to do and help me out over here.
that's
like,
not my role.
Yeah, it's not your role. Know your role.
My
Shut
role's
your
the
mouth.
back end.
Yeah, but again, that was my thing. I was like kind of like finding people that just want to do the role and then watch it grow. And you said it numerous times over the last few months, and it's kind of like I don't like to ever get my hopes up about anything. It's like, dude, it's because I'm not like super enthusiastic about anything. Don't mind me. It's just who I am. Like, don't worry about it. I'm not like miserable or depressed or anything like that. Or I don't care about it. So, fuck off. Like, whatever will be, like, you know. But you're always like, dude, I can't wait to watch this. This is about to take off or blow, or like, it's like, it is. This is like, what's going to happen? What do you mean? Like, so, and then I look back and like how far things have come in like a year, and I'm trying to do it in a very different way as well. Like, so I try to do more online stuff. Don't do like, look, there are tons of my friends' bands. There's bands, you know, like you mentioned one of the bands you work with. Oh yeah, they're going out in a van to do this tour that mightn't be very big. I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that. I'm not doing that shit. Like, do it by all means. Like, so go out in your van, play it to 15-20 people 1,000 miles away from home if you want to do that. I'm not fucking doing that. Like, so as well as being too old, too grumpy, I'll kill everybody. It's a waste of fucking money. And as I said, not fucking rich, like not loaded. Don't want to waste money. I'd rather just pump out a great product and give everyone something online to buy, and fucking here's awesome shirts, and like here's a ton of awesome shirts, because we could do that. That's what we did instead of we have t-shirts, but we blew it all in gas driving home from Oklahoma. We're like, nah, man, what are you doing? Yeah. Don't bother. Like, so wait for something bigger, more relevant to come, or try start the scene like you did again with the whole, whether it be the backyard thing, or find a venue that's going to support it and fucking sell 542 tickets again. Like,
yeah, everyone. So the kind of common factor that I want to bring up right now really quick to everyone that's listening, watching, or will watch and listen, is that the one factor that Jimmy and I have that is really good, and why the reason we have a good relationship is because we're self-starters. We don't want to rely on anyone else, and you can go do it. In the same sense that I started throwing house shows, like, dude, I was 16. I didn't know shit. One of my friends had a PA system, and then another friend had a house, and then I just happened to dictate like what bands played when, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was totally. I had another friend that worked the door and helped collect the cash, and then we paid everyone at the end of the night. It was that simple. You did the same thing where, obviously, like you said, you know how to write lyrics, you know how to fucking sing like a motherfucker. Don't know how to write the instruments. Found somebody that did the instruments. Yeah. Perfect. So, in the same sense,
I write the fucking guitars. I'm just not good at it. Okay, I'm not good at it.
But in that same sense, like, I want to try to encourage more people to pursue music, even just on their own, because, you know, like, you're a living example of that. That you can do it completely on your own, just build the right team. And in the same sense with all my success with all my Ignivers, it's the exact same thing where it's like I've done everything on my own, but then the things that I suck at, you just try to find other people that are better.
Yeah. That was like some kid last week. I'm from South Carolina, a town with nobody, and I need to move somewhere to find a band. What are you talking about? Move somewhere? There's fucking internet.
YouTube.
You got the fucking internet. YouTube.
Go on YouTube.
Start a fucking band. Who gives a shit?
There's a guy that's playing guitar, producing videos. Go find him.
Yeah, who gives a shit? Just like whatever. Send him a fucking email. Sing a song. I don't care. Hit some drums. Do whatever. Like it's like it's like that's the one thing I'm learning as well. Like everything is right. Like especially where we live. We live in Southern California. I moved here for many reasons. Mainly the weather's awesome, but like there is people on every corner that are talented in some way that you can like not, and I don't mean use as in I'm going to use him. No, I can use like, you're a tool to me, like as well, and the fact that you're cool and nice, that bodes well with me. Like I just can't be around anyone that's a shithead, basically. Like I have a rule when we moved in here like a month ago now that was like no one's allowed in my house. Ever.
Yes.
Unless I invite them. No, you're leaving straight after this. Only because I'm leaving and it'd be weird if you sat here on your own. But no, it's just like that's the rule. I was like, and then I apply that rule to my life, and then it just works better. And like you can be. I joke about it all the time. Ashley calls me grumpy all the time. I was like, oh, fucking cool, man. Well, grumpy's the happy to me, so that's a fucking compliment. Like, so I'm happy as a pig in shit over here. Like. You're not allowed in my house. You're not allowed in my life. You're not allowed near my band. You're not allowed near my businesses. You're not allowed near my money. Fuck off. By the way, Andre, I need your help. Can you come help me? Oh, yeah, no problem. Cool. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Simple. It's like this fucking simple little fucking thing that I just don't, like, because I've been in the bands where it's like kind of like, well, you know, we're all equal members. And I'm like, are you equal members? Who writes all the music? Well, you know, Johnny writes all the music. Like, but we're all equal members. And like, what does he do? Well, he smokes a lot of weed. It's not, you're not equal members, bro. What are you doing? Like, so no, like, so you think Trent Reznor fucking splits fucking members' fucking salaries fairly? No. Marilyn Manson's band are all fucking equal members? You're out of your fucking mind. No. Like, just again, establish roles. Like, know your role, and then that's how bands last so fucking long as well. They're like, what do you do? Fucking bass player. It's great. Do you write music? No. Like, cool. Like, I don't understand why. That's maybe I'm getting weirdly angry at silly fucking situation where you're talking to bands like, yeah, we write the music. You all write the music, do you? Well, no, like we're the band.
It's
like,
always just one or two.
Yeah.
Out of every band, it's one or two people that do
it's
everything.
usually the singer and the guitar player.
Dude, shockingly, could be the fucking drummer. I don't care.
No,
like so, I don't care. Like so, like talk Metallica. Apparently, the drummer writes all the lyrics. All right, cool. Who gives a shit? Whatever. We all know it's cool. Like so, I just don't like bullshit. And it's like kind of like. The whole like, I was on Warped Tour, did it all summer long, was awesome, did all the flyers. Also worked and busted my ass and fucking sweat a lot and hurt my fucking hand and everything else. Like there's like lots to go with it, but people only see the frills and kind of like, you released a CD, oh it's fucking shiny, look at all these shirts. I'm like, do you know how hard it is to? I didn't make any of the fucking shirts. I'm sorry, but like whatever. Do you know how hard it is that he made all the shirts and whoever made the CD? Like it doesn't just fucking like
appear. No,
Jesus Christ, it was like. Close to a fucking year's worth of work, like just to like independently pump out what we just pushed out, and then there was like 80 packages. That doesn't even sound like that much, but fuck me, that was a lot of work. Like so,
it took 5 hours.
Doesn't matter.
just to put this shit in a bag.
Yeah. A year's worth of work took 5 hours to put in a bag. Yeah. But that's it. Like it's just.
And now you guys have it, and you guys are posting about it.
No,
so.
it's fucking cool as well. Like so, again, I haven't got it, but whatever. So. But you're working on this now? You're both wearing the same fucking shirt.
You gave me this. Oh no, this is a different one.
Yeah, it's a different one.
This is the same thing though, right?
Yeah. So the previous the clothing line Mortis Aventi I started in high school for the shows to raise money and all that other stuff.
Is that what this is called?
Yeah, Mortis Aventi.
Okay.
So Mortis Aventi means living dead. It has a lot to do with the fact of this ideology. If you don't pursue your dreams and you don't do all the things you want to do, you're gonna end up dying one day, being like, I wish, I should have, I could have. So that ideology is kind of what spawned this clothing line. When I first did it, it was more Drop Dead inspired. Drop Dead, Bring Me the Horizon, Ollie Sykes' brand. And now Aaron and I kind of design stuff that is more appealing to us. It's single color, obviously, because we know how to print T-shirts, and it's the easiest way to go about it. By the way, all bands should do single color T-shirts.
Always.
Don't ask me why. Just seriously believe me, that is more profitable to do those than two colors or this stuff too.
This is a horror T-shirt though. Crazy. This is cool.
So yeah, this is the new clothing line, and we're gonna be launching it. Hopefully, honestly, in about a week and a half, it'll be online.
Cool.
Pretty much. The long story short of it is I shut it down in college just to focus on school, and then recently we decided to bring it back. So I'll come up with just the basic concept, and then Aaron will actually draw it out.
Yeah. You do all the art, right?
Yeah. He does the art, and then we have another guy that digitizes the whole thing, and then
vectorizes it so we can actually blow it up and
put it on shirts. And
drawing
then,
that big would.
And then
suck.
I print them. Yeah. I photograph them, and then Aaron's going to be running most of the social media. Yeah. So that's cool. And that's literally it. So we're actually there's a guitar company called Legator. We're in the process of partnering with them because they target a lot of metal, deathcore, hardcore bands like that. And then that's exactly the demographic we're going after is kids that like going to shows, people like artists. In fact, we're even going to go a little bit further. We want to even sponsor like tattoo artists and painters, just people in the arts community that are pursuing their dreams with the hopes of quitting their job, that kind of stuff. So we're just going to try to build a little community behind it. And then our biggest goal with the brand is to actually buy a venue. So we're halfway there. We're literally halfway there. We're just hoping this next year we raise enough money to actually get a venue and bring back that whole model of showcase theater where bands only have to play 3 times and they're treated and like you've worked with me. So it's like in my head, it's like we are probably the best people in the local community to work with to build this because we just want to give. Like if we can build a chain of venues in SoCal that all work together and then slowly spread up and create like a whole West Coast circuit, like that'll make touring so easy. Bands will have a really good time going up and down. It removes a lot of the stresses that currently go on right now because none of the venues, none of the promoters, nobody works together. No, down here.
I've been there. Well, the fact that you're not driven by greed is a good thing as well. So
yeah, I don't care about that. I just pretty much the way this is kind of funny because I have a little Starbucks cup. But the way to think about it is, no matter where I go, I order the same drink. Yeah, me and him drink the same drink. We share everything.
That's same cute. Exact.
That's cute.
Yeah, we share toothbrushes, all that shit.
Well, that's just unhygienic.
But if I order this in San Diego or in Orange County or by my house, it always tastes the same. In fact, I order it the same way, I pay for it the same way, and I get the result the same way. Yeah. Venues aren't like that. So I want to create the first venue that promotes, incentivizes, pushes, supports, and builds with bands in the exact same fashion, in the exact same way across the whole West Coast. So yeah, this is like pretty much like, I hate to say it, but it's like this is really what's come down to my whole life is I realized a couple months ago, really, that this clothing line is actually what I've been wanting to do my whole life.
Yeah, that's it. So you found your purpose. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Open venues.
Funny, if you listen to Triggerman podcast episode 9, that's what I talk about.
If you haven't watched it, watch it and then come back.
Yeah, then come back to this exact moment. No, the thing is what I said last time was cause I talk a lot about like anxiety, depression, and suicide and all that shit. Only because that was me. Maybe it still is. I don't know. I just feel really good right now in the latter years of my life or whatever. Like so, or maybe because I'm taking charge of shit, but mainly because I found a purpose.
It's seeing your dreams come true or fruition in front of you. You know,
even if it's silly songs. Cool looking but silly t-shirts. Everything's fucking silly. Like it's all silly. It's all irrelevant. We're all floating around a ball in space and we're all gonna blow up into the sun someday, whatever. But while you're doing that, wear a cool shirt. Like write a fucking silly song, paint a painting, climb a tree. I don't give a shit. Like so, it's cool. Did you go to art college or something?
I did not. No, I used to be a tattoo artist for quite some time.
Yeah, he actually did my whole right sleeve.
Oh yeah, he told me about that.
All that stuff.
Yeah. And
he's a computer scientist and aerospace engineering
major. Aerospace, yeah.
It's just like,
and now I work for Apple. And
really?
Yeah, I work for Apple.
Do you work with Natalie or?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Shit, can you give me a new iPhone, bro?
Yeah, you need an iPhone?
No, I don't. But I got 2 of them.
You think I'm kidding? I get a fat discount. Well, I can't say that.
Just kidding.
You get a fat discount right here. Triggerman podcast. So you didn't go to college? You just know how to draw?
Not for drawing. Yeah, I'm Asian, man.
What the fuck does that mean? I know you fix iPhones, but that's about it. Was that racist? That might have been racist.
A bunch of Asians in the back fixing people's broken.
I just think about that rice joke, and I'm just
put it in rice.
Yeah.
He told me that yesterday.
I don't want to. If I say that, like fucking someone's going to cut that part out and post it. And he's going, Jimmy Trigger's a racist. Yeah, against all humanity. I hate everything, so don't worry about it.
I feel like it's racist if you think it's racist.
I put up a thing earlier. I texted Ashley earlier. I was like, I'm fucking starving. I was out. I was like, I'm starving. It was like, can we go? Because there's a killer Mexican food place up the street. Mm-hmm. So fucking good. Los Burritos in North Hollywood. And I was like, hey, can we go get some Mexican food? And I was like, and then in brackets, like culturally appropriating food, bro. I was like, oh, fuck yourself. God damn it. I'm allowed to do whatever the fuck I want, say whatever the fuck I want, eat whatever the fuck I want. So if you're an Asian and you fix iPhones, good job. Even though that's kind of, is that racist again? I don't know.
I don't think the iPhone thing. Maybe the aerospace and the computer science is pretty.
It's kind of nerdy.
Yeah.
You're like, I read books.
I read comic books, actually.
Dude, he does coding.
I do coding and read Marvel comics all day.
Well, Matt, who does the keyboards and all my producing for the band, like he's that as well. He just finished college. Like, even though I'm convinced he knew how to do it all along. And he goes, well, I need to get the certs and the blah, blah. I'm like, do you though? And then he finished it like a month ago or whatever like that. He goes, okay, look for it. Yeah, amazing. I know, but he's like the smartest person I know. Like, I go over and we're writing something, then he'll whip out the computer and he'll have that black screen with the green writing.
Oh, terminal.
Whatever.
Nerd talk, right?
Yeah, Total Recall bullshit. Like, so whatever.
Some futuristic robot shit.
Screen.
Yeah. He's like, check this out. And then he'll like fucking type something in or he like cleaned out my laptop and then he goes, there's a little box on the desktop. Click it. And then I clicked it and all it said was Jimmy is gay. Jimmy is gay. Because I did that. It's like,
He wrote a script line.
fuck you. It's like, I'm not smart enough to, but literally anytime anything goes wrong, I just call him. So this is why you don't want to be my friend. Because if I think you have something I need, like, kind of like, he knows how to do that. The batteries in my remote are not working. Like, what do I do? Like, it's like, fuck, I will call you. So poor Matt, I feel bad for him. But I need a song, write it. Shit, let's go. But no, it's like, dude, you found out something you were good at. You meet up with someone that you can trust, I guess, or something. I don't know how close you guys are. You might
share
say
everything.
Same bed,
Same everything.
bunk beds.
Yep.
So much room for activities.
Mm-hmm. So go visit them down in fucking, I won't say where you live, but whatever. Southern California.
Lower Los Angeles.
By the beach.
Yeah, close.
/ oil refineries.
It's like the what was I was driving from Redondo to like the 405, whatever it was, a couple of months ago, and I was like, God, Redondo's so beautiful. It's beautiful when you drive in, and it's there's a little hill on the cliff. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, the roads are getting a little shittier. I was like, and there's like filthy, dirty oil refineries, like fucking big ships, tankers, and I was like, oh, this is where Andre lives.
Oh shit, that's Long Beach, dude. We're not there. Holy shit. Come on, Jimmy.
This is a bad image of where we live.
We're by the cleaner refineries.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You're the guys that filter out the dirty or whatever. I don't care what the fuck. It's
We're by
all
the
bad.
water cleaning thing with the sewage.
It's funny.
We're
like,
by
so.
that.
More importantly, what was it you were on? Because I follow you on Instagram, so I think it's funny. You're like the most, what do you call it? The 15-second video. What is that called? The
live stories or
is that what it is? The stories.
Instagram stories.
You were the most Instagram storied person I know.
Really?
Yeah,
I believe it.
Dude, there's people worse than me.
He'll wake up and be like,
yeah.
just woke up, kind of hungry.
For all day, and I'm like, what am I doing now? Fuck it. I'm like, I'm in an abandoned warehouse with naked girls. I'm like,
no, that's Andre like every day.
yeah.
I have a really good life.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But I
Like,
worked hard to be here, so.
hey, you're like, I did it myself. But you put up one the other day, and I was like, oh shit, because he said like, I know Natalie and Joy, like your friends are now my friends, Trash and all that. Like, so hi Natalie and Joy. They'll never watch this, who cares? But I was like, okay, me and Natalie and Joy, we were just robbed. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, we got fucking robbed,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
but get this, it was by The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson robbed Andre. I was like, because I had to watch it 4 times. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean he got robbed? And then when I got the joke or whatever, I was like, oh, okay, it's funny. I legitimately thought you got robbed. So give me a movie
No, I
review.
did get robbed. It totally happened. I'm still affected by it emotionally. So yeah, like he said, we have mutual friends, and we're like a really tight group, butthole tight.
Butthole.
Just
But,
not Andre's butthole.
So pretty much like Aaron and I got this thing called Movie Pass, which is $10 a month. Right? God, I'm like promoting for them right now. So it's $10 a month. And well, actually, you explain it because he's the one that got me into it.
Yeah, it's just so basically it's a monthly system where you pay $10.
Okay.
They give you a little credit card, and you're able to watch unlimited movies at the movie theater, regardless of when they came out.
What movie theater?
What was that?
What movie theater?
Any movie. Well, as long as it's on there. So AMC, Edwards, Ronald's an independent. It's $10 a month, and you can see one movie a day. Like, I could go to the movie theater every single day and watch a new movie.
Like premieres and stuff?
Yeah.
Anything. I'm sorry, I'm finding this hard to believe.
It's fucking cool.
No,
I didn't believe him until he got the card and he swiped it, and I was like, bullshit. Then I got it, and it works. Totally works.
No, it totally works. Natalie and Joey also use it. So we just go to the movies for free. Well, not for free, $10 a month, but
that's fucking free.
It's free.
It's basically fucking free.
Yeah. I love the movies.
It's on my business account, so it's technically free.
it's a tax write-off.
It's totally free.
But yeah,
Anyways,
it totally works.
So back to the story. I love Jumanji, the first one that ever came out. It was fucking good, right? I saw it and was like, I wish animals just like broke into my house right now.
Yeah.
And
everybody wants a hippopotamus.
so I was like Jumanji 2, and I saw the cast, which I'm actually I hate Kevin Hart.
I love The Rock though.
I love The Rock too. I love The Rock.
best.
I love The Rock. I thought the main character chick, like the chick was hot too. But so anyways, we got fucking robbed. So I watched we watched the movie, right? And I was just waiting for like that token crazy part or like a funny part or just something, dude. I was like hanging on a thread for life. And it ends. And I like looked over at Natalie and we just start fucking laughing because I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, there was no purpose to the movie, nothing.
Okay.
So
this is not in like the first one?
So no, not at all. I literally, the first thing I said is I was like, we didn't even pay for this and I feel fucking robbed. Like, I want to call Movie Pass and be like, hey, you guys need to get your money back for all of Jumanji. Like, everyone that's watched it, you should get your fucking money back because it sucked. It pissed me off. I woke up the next day and was still really pissed about it.
For the past 2 days, he's just been saying like
ranting.
Yeah,
it's a thing. Yeah, like when I hear a song I don't like, I'm like, that's fucking Jumanji. It's trash. It's fucking trash. So, so I started a campaign to spread awareness.
Jumanji, bro.
Yeah, it's Jumanji as fuck. And so I started a campaign to spread as much awareness as I could, which is why I've been vlogging about it so much.
Start GoFundMe.
Yeah, no, we started
AA meetings.
We started a fucking union against it, and I have one member as of right now that DM'd me and said they wanted to join. So,
oh my god.
Best thing. So these dumbasses, and I think it's all automated, so I don't want to say dumbasses, but I got so many views on my Jumanji vlog video that it got featured on the Jumanji hashtag post.
Oh shit.
Like the official hashtag Jumanji one. It was on there for like half a day until they took it down. And I think the exact thing I put in that hashtag one was, there's so many more productive things to do in your life, like smoking meth, than watching Jumanji. And they featured on the Jumanji story. So it was like a bunch of people showing like Jumanji clips. And then 5 in was mine saying like, don't watch Jumanji, smoke meth instead. Fuck Jumanji. And like, it was so funny because I got the little notification that said like, your story's being featured on the Jumanji story. And I was
Holy
like,
shit.
So that was a huge win.
That's awesome.
I wish they would call me.
God,
the next time they all want. I don't even know who produced it. I don't know if it was like a Disney film or whatever. But dude, seriously, it was fucking horrible. Like,
I still love The Rock. I don't care.
I love The Rock. Yeah, I'm still happy with him. But everyone else, I was like, you guys are trash.
All right, so you got.
You instantly thought Disney did it.
I was like, Disney ruined this again. Fuck.
It wasn't Disney. I was like,
no, okay, but see, here's the thing. Have you seen it yet?
No, I don't really care to.
Jumanji, no.
You see, look, my campaign's working.
You came over and said it. Well, I mean, you came home.
You're passionate.
Let me also put this out there. Aaron and I and a bunch of our friends in like South County, we go to the movies all the time. That's like our thing. We love seeing new movies. We love seeing stuff. And personally, I have a Netflix, a Hulu, a HBO Now. I even use Solar Movie, which is like every one of those combined. Yeah. So I love watching movies. I watch one like every night before I go to bed. So this was the first time that I've seen a lot of shitty movies, but this is the first one that I legit was like pissed about more than a day. And so I had this rule, or if I'm pissed about something more than a day, I confront it. And obviously I can't confront Jumanji, so I just started.
Next time you see The Rock, you just slap him in the face.
I'm gonna be like, what the fuck, man? Like, okay, so this is what tripped me out. There was a room of people. There's no truth in the movie industry. This is how I figured it out. There's a room of people that saw the whole thing edited and said, "Fuck yeah, that's it."
It's great. Yeah.
They're just like, let's fucking release it. We're gonna be rich. And then I saw it and I was like, dude, you're fucked. Like everyone in your team lies to you. They're like, yeah, this is great.
I talk about that with like just bring it down to the most basic thing, like your friends. If you're like fucking, I'm trying to think of a problem that isn't controversial. It doesn't matter. Whatever. You're wearing some dumbass fucking giraffe colored shirt or something like that, and you're like, dude, I look amazing. This is great. And if not one of your friends goes, dude, take that off right now. You look fucking. You don't have any friends. Like I walk down the street and I see people, or I hear them saying opinions. I use that fucking word loosely. I'm like, you have no fucking friends. Like, what do you mean? You go, you've no friends. If anyone hasn't already in your life told you you're fucking dumb as pig shit, you're thick as pig shit, you're shut the fuck up, and you need to get slapped in the face, you've no fucking friends. Like, I'm the first person to go, shut the fuck up, that's stupid. Take that shirt off, it's ridiculous. No, I like that shirt, don't worry.
He's all talking Jumanji on my clothing line. Thanks, Jimmy.
Dude, you just went Jumanji as fuck. No, yeah, that's like, but then you get to a certain point. That's like why I can't be, dude, in music and stuff as well. It's the same thing. It's like, oh, dude, your song, like, I released some stuff like months ago, and it automatically came with like, oh, this is the greatest thing in the world. It's like, nah, they're fucking songs. Relax, everybody, relax. Even I'm not that, like, it's just creative outlet. It's like it's like someone will like it, someone won't. Relax. Nothing's going to change the world over here. Maybe, I don't know fucking what's going to change the world anymore. But like, you don't have to be overly enthusiastic to get someone's attention either. It's like, dude, the Rock, dude, Mr. Johnson, that was the best fucking performance. Like, nah, man, that movie fucking sucked. What were you thinking? Like, so put the dumbbell down and get back in there and fucking rework that motherfucker.
He needs a new agent.
Yeah.
If some way he watches this, somebody forwards this to him, just let him know.
The most paid, he's the highest paid actor in Hollywood?
Yeah.
You're doing it wrong, bro.
I'll manage you, right? I'll make sure to watch the movies they made before to be like, fuck no, they suck.
Okay, he might be an exception or an outlier, but whatever. But like most people, 99.9% of normal people, just I always talk about the participation award. I was like, kind of, oh, good job, you did great. No, you sucked. You came in last. You lost. What does that mean?
Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
Dude, fuck you.
Fuck
like,
that.
so your band is really good. No, it's not. They're terrible. Fucking like Hercules. Just like go back, start fucking rehearsing more. I hate to sound like a dick. Like, just like that art is actually really fucking good. I would wear that. Simple. I said it out loud. Why? Because I mean it. That's
We're
it.
looking
Like,
to sponsor people.
I got enough t-shirts. I'll wear those fucking things. Size large. But no, but perfect example. I wouldn't fucking say it if I was like, it's cool, man. Good job on your fucking clothes. I ain't wearing that shit.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah. Totes my goats.
Thanks.
I'd wear that. It's fucking cool. Good job. All around. Like, so, I can go on rants for days. I'm really sorry. I don't even know how long this has been going. How long has that been going?
3 hours.
It's about that. Fucking Joe Rogan. You ain't got nothing on me.
Well, it's an hour. This is cool. I'm going to repost this on my stuff.
Oh, sweet. That means 4 people will see it.
Yay.
Unless you put it on your Instagram live thing or something.
We should.
Like.
Just 15 seconds or whatever this is, a fucking hour. It's an entire day
It'd
of
be like
entertainment.
400 little tiny videos of you just... And it cuts out everything we're saying, and it's just all
only
you.
the funny part.
It's just Jumanji parts. All I wanted to do too mainly was get you in. I do genuinely like you. You're a cool person. Like, so you're welcome in my house when I invite you here. Don't get any fucking ideas showing up. I'll kill you. That's the best you're getting. Drink of water or whatever, then get the fuck out. I just like what you're doing. You've helped me a lot with like all you're doing as well, and it makes me like Ashley talks about what I've been doing and who I've been around, and it means a lot when it comes from her as well. They're like, oh, you've made friends this year too, like this person and that person and Andre. You were on the list, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess he's all right. So I was like, yeah, sorry, fuck it, he did a good job. But it mainly cause like, again, not using you, like, yo, use him. It's like we're it's like a mutually beneficial relationship.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win, but just like any friendship, there should be something in it.
Wait,
for
let's
you.
talk about that. Let's talk about that really quick, because my 2018, one of my resolutions is to cut out win-lose friendships. Because there's a lot of people.
What does that mean?
So there's everyone has friends that only hit them up when they like
need something,
yeah. Or they're like, I guess, kind of needy. I have some friends that like hit me up when like shit's going on in their life, but then the rest of the year like nothing right?
Yeah.
And so I was talking to my friend JR, he's a producer, and he was dealing with the same shit too, down to the point where like people are showing up to his house because somebody else said like, we're gonna have a kickback, and like never even said it. So like,
the fuck's a kickback?
Like you hang out with your friends.
I'm old.
Like a shindig.
I'll kick you back out the fucking door.
Kick you back out the door, right? And so we were just like, why the fuck do we have friends that we can't just have win-win relationships with? Or like, you're doing something and I'm doing something and they work together, so we should be friends because we'll get along for those 7 years.
Or the way even some of my best friends are, they're doing something in their life and I am doing something in my life. And like I have one of my best friends is in construction, heavily into construction. He's been on one of the podcasts before. Super political. He's hilarious. He's brilliant. Super intelligent. Our lives never cross or connect in any way. But the fact that we always meet up, we play pool, we always talk, because it's just he motivates me to stay on track, and he doesn't need motivation, but he's already successful. But the fact that I get to talk back and forth with him, and we're both like kind of succeeding together, cohesively in life together, like, and like meeting anybody. I don't care if you're not helping me, like if you're trying to do this and I can help, or I'm just watching you do it, I'm like, geez, I mean, you fucking good job on the fucking, that's impressive shit you're doing. It's like, hey, fucking, I want to talk about that. That makes me happy to just be around people that, like, I don't, if I get nothing off anyone, just their energy alone, like that works for me. That's actually literally one of my best fucking friends that I have no, it doesn't benefit me in any way musically or artistically to hang out with him. Just it's inspiration. It's the good vibes. It's fucking
You need that because life's rough. I've had days that were really rough, and all Aaron did was just come in the room and sit and like hang out, like not even talk, and like that was more than enough to just like
just both on our cell phones, just like
put your pants down.
But it's like having like a brother next to me. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not fucking in my room by myself dealing with this shit. Like Aaron would come through, so I definitely get that from him. The energy sense is very big on his end.
No, it's good. If that leads to like creative thing, because like as I said, some of my friends aren't creative or artists or musicians. They're just like good people doing good shit. If like if you can first establish and develop a relationship from, hey, that's a fucking good person, I actually enjoy being around them. Oh, hey, can we collab on something? Is that what the kids say nowadays? Collab. Totes my goats. No, absorbs, whatever. God, I'm not cool at all. This sucks. It's good to cross paths with people you trust. Just like, as I said, like me and Matt became like the best of fucking friends all because we met and just did music, and they were like, oh, you're cool. Now we hang out all the time. I was like, oh jeez, this is weird. Like we talk to each other on the phone like we're dating or something. It's like, my girlfriend's in the other room, bro, text me later when she's asleep. It's like
damn.
This is like, no, it's like funny. It's just like, well, like he has a girlfriend as well, but it doesn't matter. It's like, it's nice to have that camaraderie and constantly fucking egging people on. Yeah, it's good. I like it. I like you. I like you. I like you. Don't tell anyone I said that. Shut your fucking mouth, everybody. I didn't say anything nice.
I'm gonna tell everyone.
Nah, don't tell anyone. I want to link people. Because I really want to reiterate, if there's any like young artists band, are you available to do art and stuff for people in, or what? This is just a like.
No, I'm okay.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm lazy. Don't.
He's a nerdy Asian. He's good to go. Is that racist? I don't fucking know. But I know you're available to work with bands and artists, and you do photography, and you organize all the music videos that I'd done. Like you were a big helping hand in it. You were the one that got it all. You
produce it.
Yeah, you got all the shit together, the venues and all that. So I actually was talking to Siler, the band Siler, on Warped Tour.
I like them.
They're very good.
I really like them.
Really cool guy.
It's different.
Yeah, it's good. I really like it. And he goes, dude, like he's like, what did they call him? I can't remember. I had a name for it. I don't know if anyone remembers Oasis. Do you guys remember Oasis?
Yeah.
Remember? They're brilliant. Like real cool swagger and just this real fucking fuck you attitude. And it's like Jaden, you're like fucking like, you have this Oasis vibe about you. I don't know if you even know who that is. And he goes, oh yeah, man, cool. But he's like, he always raps and he just looks cool and he's a nice guy, young guy as well. And I was like, oh, we saw your music video. It's really good. Oh, well, did it myself with the help of a few guys at home. And, fucking, I never talk about money or anything like that. I just said, like, it was cost efficient or whatever like that. It was
very cost efficient.
Yeah, it worked really well for what we did. Yeah, it was brilliant. Like, but dude, you could fucking fool me if we spent 10 grand on those videos. We didn't, by the way. Like, nowhere near it. But they were brilliant. Like, so like the venues were great. Like, so there was a video of me literally hanging sheets of plastic because went to the dollar store, bought sheets of plastic, but we made everything work really well, and everyone involved was fucking awesome. And that was created through you. That was great. And like I just wanted to make sure like that if there's young bands in, whether it's fucking Ireland who don't fucking buy my shit, fuck you guys, or if it's like in Southern California or anywhere in America that do need like music videos, shirts, CDs,
anything a label can do without the strings attached.
Like, so contact you, like, so. And that's like, I definitely want to, just one day I want to look back at it in a few years and be like, regardless of whatever success is, I just want to be successful in life, as in happy and fucking not worried about shit, like, and just look back and see you being busy and like, oh yeah, I helped them out with that. I don't have any part in it, but oh yeah, I helped them out with that a little bit. Or we did that thing a few years ago. It was great. Ha ha, my back is killing me now. Where's my wheelchair? That's all I want. So anyone that is involved, I'd like to kind of hand back a little bit more as well. So I definitely want people to go and check out on there's an actual website as well, right? I don't fucking use websites.
Yeah, thriveartistagency.com is the one that has all of our stuff on there.
Yeah, and on my Instagram, I'm always tagging the at Thrive Artist Agency, and Andre Giovanni. Just fucking such a weird name. I'm sorry, you sound like a porn star. I'm sorry.
I am.
Have you searched him?
I don't want to see it.
Do you want to see my work?
No, I don't. I don't want to see
Andre
anything.
Giovanni.
Yeah, I'm Andre Giovanni. I was like, I fucking fuck. I'm like, what?
Oh, POVs.
Yeah.
That's me printing t-shirts. Really good, high quality silkscreen porn.
Yeah, it's silk screen porn. But definitely anyone that's listening or watching or wherever like that, definitely go and check it out, or go to the Instagram. If you're a young band, old band, new band, signed band, my goal is to just fucking hand you over like some band that's already established or signed. Just do like something small. Like because that's why I was like talking to a few people and I was like, God, if I fucking land this would be so funny. It means nothing for me, like fucking nothing. It would just be cool. Be like, hey Andre, fucking band here. You might have heard of them. Like,
18 Visions needs 100 buttons. I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'll give them 99.
Yeah, I want to push people your way. But anyway, I need to pee, and I want you guys to get the fuck out of my house. So no, I'm kidding. We're going to Universal. We're going because I got our season passes for Christmas.
Season pass. Still doing Christmas right
I got the middle one, the silver one, because the first one's shit. The gold one's way too expensive, and then there's the silver one.
I didn't even know there were stages.
Dude,
I thought it was just like one pass.
600. If you want to spend $600 a year for the best, I'm like,
It's not like a Disneyland pass.
nah, we have those as well. But,
Jesus Christ,
$20
I have a
a
Disney
month.
Pass.
I don't believe in
I have
that
Disney
shit.
Knots and
I have a
Six
Knots
Flags. I'm
pass just to show
missing
everybody how humble I am.
Universal.
$40 a year.
Her friends work there, so we kind of get in there for free.
Oh shit! I don't have friends like that.
I'll hook it up.
There you go.
You can have my fucking Disney pass. We never go, but my picture's on it, so minor plastic surgery will fix that. Anyway, at Thrive Artist Agency. God damn it! Every time at Thrive Artist Agency, at Andre Giovanni.
Yeah, it's Andre_Giovanni.
Do you want any weirdos following you? You good?
Yes.
Sure. Why not?
Go.
Raven_craft.
Cool. Do you have all this shit on your page and stuff?
Nope.
Oh, is there a page for the t-shirts?
Yeah, it's gonna be at mortusviventi.com.
Can you spell that? Sorry.
MORTUSVIVENTI.
All right.
We're not gonna even do the Instagram till next week. So
Oh, okay.
actually, by the time this comes out, it'll
It'll be in a few days, but it doesn't matter. Check it out whenever. They're actually really cool. Maybe I'll wear one on one of the podcast or on a show or something. I don't know.
Jimmy wear just a t-shirt and some underwear.
Just nothing else, like, so, because that's why the camera. I'm not even wearing pants right now. What are you talking about?
None of us are.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. It was nice seeing you again. I don't know how to end these things. I never know how to end them or start them. So I'm Jimmy Trigger. This is the Triggerman podcast. See you later. Bye bye. Woo! Okay. I'm trying to shut.
Glad that's over with. God.
What do you say?